action for what? They got some rust in some weird places. So what are we talking about? What were you quizzing me about?
Well, while you're car shopping, I'm just wondering about this whole attack on the Ukraine, and I just wanted to know what was the point? Like, why did Russia attack the
Who cares?
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
seriously, who cares?
And then my next question is that how does that affect us?
Well,
So,
I can't know.
well,
I don't stay up with Ukraine. I don't stay up with Russia. Hell, I barely stay up with what our government's doing here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, according to Google,
okay, what's Google say?
when I said, what does Russia's invasion...
Well, hang on. I'll tell you how it's going to affect us. They're going to use this for a reason to raise prices on everything. Gas is going to go higher. Food's going to go higher. Everything's going to go higher.
And they're going to use that as...
They're going to use that as an excuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's... This article I'm reading, that's the very first statement, is that... pushing up inflation as gas and food prices rise around the world. Now, the last time I checked, I didn't buy nothing at the grocery store that came from the Ukraine or Russia.
Well, what? So, let's just be real here, guys. This is another bullshit ploy to cost us all more money. Because the reality of it is, we have no fucking business over there. Not our concern. It's not our deal. We have problems right here we need to be dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be dealing with our bullshit. And if Russia wants to blow Ukraine off the map, hey, so be it.
Well, like right
Isn't Russia and Ukraine like right there together?
Yeah, they're right next to
I mean, this is no different than us getting off in the going to Iraq and all the other bullshit. And we need to stay the fuck out of it is what we need to do. We don't need to lose no more of our boys over their bullshit.
It's the world's largest wheat exporter. Now, the last time I checked...
What?
Wheat. The last time I checked...
As in the wheat that you make
bread
flour and all that of.
Yeah.
So they're to where?
It just says they're the largest wheat exporter.
To where? Where do they export to? Because I know it ain't to here.
I don't know, let's click.
We have wheat farmers everywhere. I mean, that's we have farmers.
Yeah, all over the U.S. we have our own farmers.
But where do they export it to?
Let's see if it will tell me.
Is that a Europe thing?
It's not, let me keep looking. Well, Turkey's the largest buyer of Russian wheat, followed by Egypt and Kazakhstan. So guess who I didn't see on this list?
United States of America.
Exactly.
So.
Oh, but wait a minute.
What?
Russia sold 38.5 million whatevers of wheat in 2020 and 21, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
To where?
Well, I don't know if it meant, since the U.S. Department of Agriculture was reporting it.
They may have been reporting it.
I just assumed.
But that don't mean we bought it.
Yeah.
We got wheat farmers right here in America.
Yeah. So we don't.
We have soybeans, we have corn, we have all that. So this is just another bullshit deal to get everybody excited and everybody to weigh in. And I guess Ukraine, probably a small place? Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let me do some Googling my damn self. Ukraine, Russia. Ukraine-Russia war. Well, now...
I don't know. I just feel like whenever there's a conflict, a global conflict somewhere in the globe, the United States always has to jump in.
Here's Russia. Here's Ukraine. They're right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Romania, Belarus, that has not jack fuck all to do nothing with us.
Right.
And you said it was something about NATO. They wanted to join NATO.
Yeah, Ukraine wanted to join NATO, and Russia does not want them to join NATO. And Russia wants that little spot back. I don't know.
Well, exactly what it is. Rising rolling grain exports doesn't affect me. U.S. and Ukraine foreign trade. Yes, in Italy. Well, like I said, it's just like main parts of Ukraine. Okay, we are 2.1% of all their bullshit that goes out. 2.1% comes here. So my saying is, we give 2.1% support.
Why do we? What do we get that's 2% that comes out of there?
Doesn't matter. We give 2.1% support. In other words, we send them a food basket. We stay the fuck out of it. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. All the politicians are going to use this for a reason to get everybody stirred up. Mm-hmm. And if we don't do this, if we let Russia take them over, then this is going to happen and that's going to happen and it's going to affect us. And at the end of the day, it's not going to fucking affect us. What's going to affect us is when we send our troops, our people, to another foreign fucking country to get killed. Mm-hmm. For what? Yeah. I think enough American lives have been lost over bullshit that goes on in the world. We have to start worrying about us. Yep. You and I have this talk all the time.
I know, but this inflation stuff just blows me away. I'm like, I paid $5 for a gallon of milk, but I guarantee.
Where did everybody think that the government was going to keep giving them fucking money and they weren't going to get it back? It's greed. If there's if there is X amount of money out there, everybody wants some of it.
Oh, I understand now. So now I'm giving them milk money.
Yes, you're giving back the milk money. But this all goes back to everybody sitting at home on their ass. All this shit ties in together. The money has to come back somehow, some way. So it's inflation. There's an abundance of money. And I was just showing Stacy on here. Yeah, there's people got a 71 short or long bed 3/4 ton truck that's rusted out and the motor's locked up and they think it's worth $500. Well, it's also been up for sale for 36 weeks.
It didn't have a seat either.
Huh?
It didn't have
No, that was a different one. That was different where the guy said didn't have a seat, motor's locked up, and I'm keeping it. I was going to let the transmission go. I will for an additional cost. Got a used motor, but that's an additional cost. I still want $7,500 for this pile of shit that's sunk in the dirt. So, at the end of the day, this is all coming back. Everybody's saying, "Oh my God, these prices are so high, and shit's bringing such astronomical money." Because there's our so-called leaders put $6 trillion in the economy of fluff, and that's basically what it is, guys. It's fluff. We don't have $6 trillion fucking dollars to throw into the economy.
We didn't have it when we did it.
We didn't have it when we did it. Now I believe that had Trump still been in, he just told China, take your national debt, shove it in your ass, and be done with it. But we all know how that worked out for us. But this whole going to war, guys, in my opinion, for what it's worth, we need to stay the fuck out of it. We need to worry about what's going on in our backyard, take care of our people, and get us back where we need to be. So, you guys can weigh in, say whatever you want to say. You can give me all the reasons that I'm a fucking dumbass and you're smarter than me and I don't realize the outlying benefits versus the destruction that's going to come of it. But they're in fucking Russia. I'm in Oklahoma. They're in Ukraine. I'm in the United States. It's none of our fucking business. Just like I don't think the Iraq war was any of our business. None of that shit was our business. Until they come to us.
Ask for help, don't volunteer it.
Fuck them. Don't fucking give it to them when they ask.
True that too.
We got our own problems right here that we need to deal with and face and fix our problems before we go stick our nose in everybody else's fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the guy that has been married and divorced 6 times giving marital advice. Motherfucker, you ain't no good at it. You done fucked it up 6 goddamn times, and you want to tell me how to do it? Why do we need to stick our nose in anybody else's fucking business? That's what's wrong with this world today. Everybody can't keep their fucking nose where it needs to be. In front of their face, down, looking at what they're doing. Not what everybody else is doing. But they're going to make it affect us. And hopefully, at some point, I hope everybody actually stands up and says, fuck this.
Well, I just like how they use our inflation, you know, it's impacting it's going to impact our economy here. No, it's not. They're just using that as a reason. No,
it's going to impact our economy here because there's a reason to raise prices even further.
Exactly.
It's conditioning. It's always been conditioning.
Yeah.
They run prices up. Everybody screams and hollers. They bring them back down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's like the weatherman. When you say we're going to get some snow, these people in Oklahoma, I don't know about where you live, but they go out and clear the shelves at the grocery store. Listen, our snow lasts maybe a day or two. You could still get out of your house if you're careful. You're not going to starve to death. You're not.
They're wiping the shelves out every day.
I know. Where are you putting it? Didn't we just have this conversation with somebody?
Actually, we did just have this conversation. Want to know where all the groceries are going. Evidently, we got to be a bunch more fat fucks. I'm getting on the treadmill. I'm trying to get rid of mine, but grocery stores are staying wiped. Supply and demand, guys. Anybody that thinks, Daryl Stikes, he posted that deal the other day when they're talking about, what was it, sheet metal or something? All this stuff that's not had, lumber prices going through the roof because there's a short supply, but this shit's stacked up everywhere. And it's greedy motherfuckers. That's all it is. I'm all about making money. I believe in it. I believe it's the American way. I want to see everybody make money, but take advantage of a situation to drive prices up. For everything that goes up, it's got to come back down. And I think we're headed for some rough times here pretty quick. And I'm not going to change my life. I'm not going to change my life. I'm not going to change my life based on what this goofball, demented retard that we have, what he does or what everybody else does. I'm going to keep doing me. Hopefully. Well, I would really like to see how many people still think that they made the right choice because of their hatred for the fact that Trump said what he wanted to say when he wanted to say it, and the fact that he was basically a reaper of politics. And how many people think that, hey, you know what? It's kind of like the page. Every day we have somebody come on here and go, man, Reaper's a hell of a lot better guy than I thought he was when I saw him on the show.
I still think that about your president.
Just saying.
Oh, he's a lot better than we thought he was going to be. No.
I promise you that ain't what's being said, but they're all looking going, hey, maybe Trump wasn't as bad as we thought it was.
But they do like to put these posts out there that say, you know, how you liking your president now? There's like no comments on
No, nobody seems to comment about that, but boy, everybody hated Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. He's a sexist, he's a racist, he's a rapist, he's a child molester, he's a pedophile. Oh, fuck it, he's everything else. Might as well just throw all that shit in there.
Oh.
Just let him wear it all. Oh, that shit was said.
Oh.
That shit was said. There was somebody that whatever they could dream up to say is what they said. So I'm just wondering. Now I know some of you are thinking, oh yeah, well we got to show Russia who's boss. Russia's boss of their people. stay in our fucking lane.
Yeah.
Stay in our lane, because any president that ever sends American boys, and that's what it is, it's boys, because it ain't us that's 50, 60 years old going, any president that sends our fucking troops over to a foreign company, our country, like a foreign company, well, yeah, that too, a foreign country to fight for something that does not affect us, that has to do with any material thing or religious belief, what we should be doing, we should be building up our everything right here in America, to where as soon as they fucking get within airspace, we blow them out of it. They think they're gonna invade us, we fucking wipe them off the map. But other than that, we stay the fuck out of their business and let them destroy themselves. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
If you just let everybody go, it's kind of like a purge.
Mm-hmm.
As stupid as the philosophy is behind that movie, I think we ought to have a world purge.
It's like you tell the kids at the shop when they be tattling on each other. You guys go in the room, play last man standing. I'll come get you out.
Fact. Fact.
You guys go in the office and play last man standing.
Handle your business.
That's right. I don't want to hear your bullshit.
So, guys, don't fall for this shit no more. And I'm sure, but everybody needs to see past right here. Everybody only sees what's happening today. Nobody's looking at this Ukraine thing. Now, the news media, they all need to be shot. Because they'll say whatever they have to say. What are we now on? Are we on like the 75th variant of COVID? Something like that?
Oh, I quit paying any attention to that.
I mean, this COVID thing is it springs back more than the Fast and Furious movies. If you think about it. I mean, every one of them, it changes.
Yeah.
And there's different variants in every movie. Sometimes it throws some muscle cars in there. What? Tell me it's not true.
It is true.
I mean, it's like Star Trek.
Yeah.
The original Star Trek was badass.
Just about the time you think it's gone, here it comes again.
And then we got Star Trek First Generation, Star Trek Second Generation, Star Trek and Beyond, Star Trek Naked Women on Poles. That one would have been a good one. But everybody,
Years?
huh?
Those pointy ears.
Absolutely. You know what they say? You know they say you gotta hold your liquor, don't you? By the ears. But now we're doing it with COVID. There's going to be 57 different variances, and the death rate is lower, so people aren't dying. But here comes another variance that we need to look out for, just to keep it alive. That's all they're doing, is keeping it fucking alive. So let's see how this Ukraine thing plans out. But I'll bet you money that they're going to start talking about how we need to step up and we need to do this and we need to do that. And in my opinion, and maybe I'm just a dumb backwards country fucking bumpkin, but we need to stay in our motherfucking lane, protect our rights and our people right here on our soil, and stay the fuck out of everybody else's. And damn sure don't send our boys to die for another fucking country, because that's wrong. That's the part that gets my ass. How many American lives we've lost over bullshit we had nothing to fucking do with. Wasn't our fucking deal. We should have stuck our noses in it, but we wanted to peacock a little bit, and it cost American lives. And that shouldn't be. All right, you can kill this video before I go off on a real fucking rant. American lives should stay in America.